Welcome. Chargar Collectibles. It's Joey here.
And I'm Josh.
Woohoo! We are here on day 277. Welcome to Saturday. We got our Saturday showdown. We got daily pack openings. And we got our Gamers Gambit League Night.
League Night tonight.
You're the champion of last week, right?
Yep, I brought Mega Lucario in, and people were not expecting that at all.
They agreed to the Megas, and you came in with the punches.
I took out 2 Dracopult decks and a, Joltik box.
Joltik, alright. Ooh, that type of advantage too.
Yep.
Easy knockouts.
Soul Rock Joltik box most of the way.
Just Soul Rock knockout, Soul Rock knockout, Soul Rock knockout. So you don't get the weakness.
No, but to be honest, when you're playing in that type of advantage, it's honestly better because I can throw up my Soul Rock and hit for the first initial hit for 70.
Right.
Then they charge their Pikachu. And then what I did afterwards was then you slap on Maximum Belt and 1 Power Up Pro, and that's enough to take it out right there.
60, bam. Goodbye. Yeah, this is pretty good.
And then Iron Hands was is easy. You could just one attack with Mega Lucario, and it'll knock him out.
Gone. Or a Sphere, or a Jab, whichever one it is.
That was probably...
Knocks him out.
I'd have to say that matchup was the harder matchup, though, when I was playing against it.
One?
Yep, only because of how many benched Pikachus that I ran across. He was running... That was his primary bench thing, so I have to hit it twice. So it's a matter of hitting it with one thing and then hitting it again.
In lieu of that, would you add in a Slitherwing?
Probably. I thought about that. A Slitherwing or something else that can do damage. So like if for instance, they came out with an item card later on down the road or something that applied a status effect like poison or burn or something like that, even if it was a trainer.
Yeah, because the only thing you could do is have the Paldean Clodsire on your bench with a Stadium.
Yeah.
Or Brute Bonnet. The tool card.
Yeah, but I think I like the idea of the Slitherwing a little bit more because it's a 1-prizer. I'm all about the 1-prizers when you're playing something with a heavy 2-prize deck, or like with the Megas, there are 3-prizers.
It only takes 2 energy, so you can fill it up with a Mega Lucario attack if you need to. Or even as you're playing just the general match, you can attach over time and then get your Hariyama, switch it up.
I hope that they give us something a little bit later on down the road for it, because Slitherwing will be, I believe, it will be rotating as of March. So Slitherwing will be something that I tech in now for that specific matchup.
Because I got a Raging Bolt deck right here. And Slitherwing does come out in March. You're correct. So it was in Paradox Rift, not Temporal Forces.
So I think I will slot that in because I do want to go to Toronto.
But at the same time he goes out, you lose Miraidon, you lose Electric Generators, right?
Yeah, that deck's going to be
So the Electric is really taking a big hit come March unless something new comes out.
Terra Box will be the only thing I think that will be running
you really
Pikachu
only get
at that
the Dynamotor or Magneton.
I think Pikachu will only be used at that point for Terra Box decks.
Think so?
Yep, because it runs multiple types of energies to be able to function normally anyways.
You think it'll just be like Dynamotor, Mega Manectric, Zorora builds?
Kinda, yeah. Things like that too, yep. And, yeah. Oh, and Zekrom. Zekrom will be Fueler because it's a 3 energy.
Yeah.
Manectric Zekrom. Mega Manectric Zekrom, folks, I think is going to be the powerhouse electric deck that we see when rotation hits.
Oh, today, folks, we are ripping into Mega Evolutions again. We are on that search. Well, personally, I'm on the search for any of the gold cards. Because it's finally cool that the gold cards are meaningful again and not just
in every
a set.
6 packs.
Right, like, it's actually cool that the gold there's a gold standard again, because when I first started playing cards, you had the, reverse holo was the epitome, like, oh, I got that reverse holo, that was the best. And then they finally added, like, full art cards. Ooh, that was clean, like, that was beautiful when first time you pulled one of those.
Yeah.
And then when they added, like, the gold star cards, not even full gold, just gold star, like the Delta Species gold stars.
Yep. Like the gold star Umbreon and all them
right.
ones. Yeah.
Like, okay, we're getting a little farther. But don't think it was until X and Y that they actually did full gold. Wasn't it?
Might have even been a little bit later than that.
Was it a little later? Because it was gold, and then they went to the rainbows, being the best rarity.
So no, yep, and then it was gold was the best rarity for a little while, and then there was rainbows, but they were still printing golds while they were doing the rainbows. Yep,
yeah,
you're right.
Golds were still a part of it, but then they added the rainbow.
I think it was that because Sun and Moon, I think, was the start of the rainbows.
Yeah,
wasn't it? Was in
the
Sun and Moon era?
And then now, then they've added, like, the illustration rares and secret illustration rare.
Yeah.
They've added so much more above gold, and now gold's the MUH rare again.
Yeah.
So they've cycled it back to the top.
The mega, it's a mega ultra hyper rare.
Mega ultra hyper rare. There's not a lot to say. You want to rip it first?
We can do that. We got Mega Kangas
What are you hoping for? We know Troy wants the Absol.
I know Troy wants the Absol. So if we can pull him that would be nice. The other one that I would honestly really like to pull, because I didn't get to pull this one for any of mine, honestly, I really like the Bulbasaur and the Ivysaur. And we get the Bulbasaur with the stamp when you buy your the enhanced booster box.
So pulling an Ivysaur
but
would
an
be cool.
Ivysaur would be cool. Or the Venusaur.
Right. I wouldn't mind getting the Ninjask there to complete the artwork piece.
Oh, yeah.
When you put him on top of Shedinja, it lines up and creates a whole picture.
Okay.
And we have the Shedinja, so I wouldn't mind getting the Ninjask.
Oh, let's see what we can get.
Yeah, he's flying through the air just above the forest when you line him up. He's right underneath in the forest.
And then
I like when
obviously
Pokemon does those little side-by-sides or top collections.
Card. And then, obviously, I would love to pull the gold cards, but everybody wants to pull the gold cards. We have a Tinkatuff, a C-Dot, a Tyrogue, Snover, Executor, what is that? Strange Timepiece. For some reason I was thinking it's Scavenging Timepiece. Celebi. First reverse foil is a Snover. Second one is a Steelix.
Cool.
That would be a nice one too. And a Cinderace
Powerful one.
With an electric energy.
Alright, folks. On to the Mega Guardy pack. What does this one hold? Anything good in here? What do we get? Alright. Well, we got an Execute. Beware. Helioptile. Ralts. I guess the new Ralts is 70 still. Houndstone. Magnezone. Acerolus Mischief. Chiyu.
Okay. Reverse Chiyu.
And a Bulbasaur.
Bulbasaur.
What do we get? Ooh, Mega Absol. Not the illustration rare we were hoping for, but we got a hit.
Nice.
We got the Absol. Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
I think so.
I think that'll be a next set. When Phantasmal Flames comes out, I think that'll actually
you think
be
so?
Because
there's going to be
deck.
the stadium that prevents damage counters being placed.
Yeah, but I think that will just mean that there's a deck that runs like a Grimmsnarl or a deck that runs heavy dark Pokemon and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. There's also stadiums that utilize their abilities that are for anti-dark.
Right.
So like Risky Ruins, for instance. Who's to say Mega Absol's deck doesn't run 4 Risky Ruins in it to always be able to try to bump whatever stadium you have out? Because Risky Ruins is any non-dark Pokemon. Yeah. So you got Mega Absol, the Viper that's going to be coming out, Toxtricities, Mega Gengar. I really think that there's something in there within that you
two different Megas in a deck. That's bold.
I think that if you ran a 2/2 line, because the Mega Gengar limits how much your prize count is for your dark Pokemon.
Right.
So all your 1 prizers count as no prizes, your 3 prizers count as 2 prizers, and your 2s count as 1s. Mm-hmm. But if you're only running 2 Mega Absols, 2 Mega Gengars, and everything else is 1 prizers, essentially they can only gain the prizes off of your Megas.
Right. You have to knock out both Mega Absols and a Mega Gengar.
So if you just figure out a way to keep that Mega Gengar from getting knocked out, the most that they can get is their 2 prizes.
That's true. Well, thank you folks for joining us today on this wonderful, lovely Saturday. We hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we will see you for our next battle stream on Twitch. And then tomorrow's daily pack openings all the way up till Wednesday, where we have our earlier stream, because we'll be doing a Whatnot auction also. And then we're prepping for Milwaukee next weekend. It's just a week away.
Less than a week.
I mean, we'll be competing next Saturday right now. At this point in time, we'll be sitting at the tables, fighting for our points, battling it out.
Hands fist deep in the cards.
Oh, yeah. You're going to see me like this. Bolt's going to win. Have a wonderful day, folks.